right. Picture this. It's 1999, you're in Japan, and everything around you is futuristic, from the neon-lit skyline to your flip phone. It's the cusp of a new millennium, and the automotive world is gearing up for some serious changes. Enter Subaru with a car that doesn't just fit in, it stands out. Subaru's big move, the Legacy B4 RSK. On the surface, it looks like just another family sedan. 4 doors, practical, easygoing. But hold on a second, this was no ordinary family car. This was a high-performance machine that could hit 60 miles per hour in just over 5 seconds. Yes, you heard that right. A sedan that could smoke a lot of the performance cars of its time. This car wasn't about just comfort or practicality. It was about Subaru's bold vision for a performance sedan that could compete on a global stage. And honestly, it did. Let's rewind and take a closer look at the Legacy B4's story. The third-generation Subaru Legacy made its debut in Japan in June 1998, hitting North America in May 1999 as part of the 2000 model year lineup. The Legacy continued to run in production globally until 2002, with the US market enjoying it until 2004. It wasn't just another sedan either. This generation of the Legacy even won the Japan Car of the Year award in 1999. That's essentially the Oscars of the automotive world, and it was for good reason. The Legacy was about to change the game. So let's talk performance. Because the Legacy B4 RSK, which stands for Rally Sport Sedan, wasn't just about looks. Under the hood, the B4 RSK was hiding a turbocharged 2.0-liter flat-4 engine. But not just any flat-4, a twin turbocharged high-performance powerhouse. Subaru wasn't just putting a turbo in there for the sake of it. They wanted to deliver something that was going to blow minds. Now, let's get into the numbers. Depending on whether you chose the manual or automatic transmission, with the manual, the engine churned out an impressive 276 horsepower, while the automatic version settled for 265 horsepower. But regardless of the transmission, this car wasn't just fast, it was quick. The B4 RSK could hit 60 miles per hour in just 5.2 seconds with the manual transmission. And even with the automatic, it still hit 60 miles per hour in just 5.8 seconds. For a sedan that didn't exactly look like it was gunning for a racetrack, those numbers were impressive, especially for 1999. One of the most significant aspects of this generation was Subaru's unwavering commitment to all-wheel drive. Every single model of the Legacy, without exception, came with all-wheel drive as standard. That's right, all-wheel drive, every time. Subaru wasn't just playing along with the rest of the market. While most of the competition was still churning out front-wheel drive sedans in 1999, Subaru had a clear flex. Oh, you're still making FWD family cars? Cute! All-wheel drive became part of the Legacy's identity, ensuring better handling, stability, and all-weather capability. But the Legacy B4 was something else entirely. The Legacy B4 wasn't just a variant, it was a statement. Subaru knew it couldn't just compete with other family sedans, it had to do something extraordinary. The B4 was the performance variant of the Legacy, a sedan that was ready to leave the competition in the dust. While the other Legacy models were still figuring out whether they were sporty or practical, the B4 arrived with a clear purpose: to be fast, fun, and ferociously capable. But it wasn't just about raw power. Subaru engineered the B4's 2.0-liter boxer engine to be balanced and efficient. The horizontally opposed cylinders, typical of Subaru's signature flat engine design, contributed to the car's excellent handling characteristics by lowering the center of gravity. This made the B4 more agile, responsive, and stable, perfect for tackling tight corners and sharp turns. And with its compression ratio, this wasn't just a car that could accelerate quickly. It was a car built to perform in all kinds of driving conditions. Then there's the star of the show, the sequential twin-turbo system. The primary turbo, the IHIVF33, spooled up quickly at low RPM, giving the car a smooth power delivery right off the line. But that's not all. Once you hit around 4,500 RPM, the secondary turbo, the IHIVF32, would kick in, ensuring that you didn't experience the dreaded turbo lag that plagued many turbocharged cars of the time. The result? Seamless, smooth acceleration that kept the car's power on tap throughout the rev range. And if you want to talk tech, Subaru didn't just throw any old intercooler under the hood. The B4 came with a top-mount intercooler. This helped keep the intake air temperatures low and efficient, contributing to a more powerful, reliable engine performance. Speaking of cooling, Subaru was serious about keeping that turbocharged engine in check. The intercooler had a heat transfer capacity of 13.37 kilowatts, which means that it efficiently cooled the intake air from around 130 degrees Celsius down to 70 degrees Celsius. What does that mean in real-world terms? More power, less heat, and a better overall driving experience. Even under hard acceleration, the engine would stay cool and responsive, ensuring that the Legacy B4 was always ready to unleash its full potential. Of course, a high-performance engine requires a transmission that can handle all that power, and the Legacy B4 RSK delivered on that front as well. The manual gearbox was a 5-speed unit with cold-forged gears and close ratios. For the driver, that meant quick, precise shifts and an engaging driving experience. For those who weren't so keen on the manual, Subaru offered a 4-speed automatic transmission with their innovative Sport Shift function. This allowed you to manually select gears when you wanted more control, a feature that was ahead of its time. Now, what good is all that power if you can't put it to the ground? Subaru knew that the B4 needed traction, and they didn't skimp on the all-wheel drive system. The B4 RSK featured Subaru's iconic viscous limited slip differential, which split power evenly 50-50 between the front and rear wheels. The rear limited slip differential helped ensure that even when you floored it, the car would grip the road and keep you moving forward without losing traction. Whether you were gunning for the best launch, carving through a tight corner, or taking on some wet conditions, the B4's all-wheel drive system was there to keep you glued to the road. The handling of the Legacy B4 was just as impressive as its performance numbers. Subaru didn't just slap a fancy suspension on there, they made sure the car was tuned for precision. The front suspension utilized McPherson struts, but with added performance rods for improved stiffness. The rear suspension featured a multi-link Chapman strut system with a subframe, which helped keep the car planted at high speeds and during hard cornering. The B4 was even Nürburgring tuned, meaning that it was set up to handle tight corners and high-speed driving with ease. Whether on the track or on a twisty mountain road, the Legacy B4 was up to the task. To bring all this power to a stop, Subaru equipped the B4 with ventilated twin-pot calipers in the front and single-pot calipers in the rear. The 294mm discs in the front and 290mm discs in the rear provided excellent stopping power, even after a few hard sprints. And with Subaru's ABS system, the car could decelerate at a stunning 0.99 G. In terms of stopping distance, the B4 could go from 62 miles per hour to 0 in just 39 meters. This wasn't just a car that could accelerate quickly, it could also bring the heat when it came to braking. The interior of the B4 wasn't just about performance, it was about making you feel special. Subaru equipped the Legacy B4 with an optional Macintosh audio system, which was considered top tier at the time. This wasn't just a standard car stereo, it had a 20-bit DAC, Burr Brown chips, and even a 6-band equalizer. Whether you were listening to CDs, cassettes, or mini discs, the sound quality was exceptional. For a car in this segment, it was cutting edge. The Subaru Legacy B4 and the WRX models share a common performance DNA, but they cater to slightly different markets and driving experiences. While the WRX is more focused on rally-inspired performance, aggressive styling, and raw power, the Legacy B4 offers a more refined, understated approach to high-performance driving. The B4 RSK's twin-turbocharged engine and all-wheel drive system make it a capable performance sedan, but it leans more toward everyday usability without sacrificing excitement. In contrast, the WRX models are designed for enthusiasts who prioritize track-ready capabilities and performance thrills. The B4's luxury-focused interior, smoother ride, and more subtle appearance set it apart, making it an ideal choice for those seeking a balance between performance and practicality, while the WRX is pure performance machines with a louder, more aggressive presence on the road. On the security side, Subaru made sure to protect the B4's performance and premium features. The car came with a transponder key, an optional dual-stage alarm with a keypad, anti-hijack features, and an immobilizer. This level of security was designed to make sure that you could enjoy your B4 without worrying about theft. In 2001, Subaru refreshed the B4 with the D-Type updates, which included a new grille, headlights, and an aluminum hood. The ECU was also upgraded to make the car more tunable and improve overall performance. This meant less turbo lag, more power, and an even better driving experience. But the B4 wasn't just about raw performance, it had its luxury trims too. The STIS 401 edition was a rare, limited-run version with only 401 units made. It featured 293 horsepower and a 6-speed manual transmission. The Blitzen, on the other hand, was more about luxury and comfort, with both a 2.0-liter twin-turbocharged flat 4 and a 3.0-liter flat 6 engine option. So, where does the Legacy B4 stand today? Despite its understated looks, the B4 has begun to gain recognition. It's slowly being appreciated as a unique performance sedan that balanced raw power with all-wheel drive capability and precision handling. While it may not have the same iconic status as the WRX, those who know their Subaru history recognize the Legacy B4 for what it truly was, a seriously capable performance sedan that earned its place in automotive history. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Legacy B4, hit that subscribe button, because there's always more to uncover about the weird, the fast, and the wonderful world of cars. See you next time.